Hello, everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please inform me if you have any difficulty in the text. Uh, Before we start talking today, we know that Muhammad, he's a scientist, and his God is obviously, he knows everything, and obviously science is learning from the Quran every day. And as you know, Islam is the source of every science in the world. I mean, there's nothing discovered or yet to be discovered, but it's not already been taught by Islam. So today I'm going to answer somebody. He said, "Can you debunk this?" I don't know even why I need to debunk this, because this is the most stupid statement ever I heard from somebody claim that there's a science in the Quran. It's going to take you 2 seconds to know that this is nothing but a scam. If you search this title uh, in YouTube, we know that Muslims they spread videos everywhere, like all over, like crazy. They copy each. They are copy paste nation, but nobody want to check out what this is about. Is it really true? If there's anything legitimate inside, or it's just a scam, it is nothing but a pure stupid scam. You see, there's a smart scam, and there is a stupid scam, and this is the one goes under very stupid scam. I'm not going to play the video which Muslims they made, because they will claim, they will claim copyright over it. You know the game. But let us see together uh, an article about this thing. It's a short article, and the Muslim they are making supposedly Allah he discovered things. Sirius is the bright star in the night sky, appears in as a shara, meaning star, in the verse 49 of Surah An-Najm. He it is that it is he who the Lord of Sirius, Ashara, Surah An-Najm, verse number 49. The fact that actually let me make the text bigger so you guys can read with me. Sorry for not making it bigger for you. Hold on, let us see how we can make it bigger. Yeah, all right. That's how we will part of the text is gone. Anyway, let us make it smaller. Look like if I move the mouse now, this is new for me. Okay. I don't know if it's clear for you guys. I'm afraid if I make it bigger, it's going to make me lose control of the page. Read with me carefully, please. This is the Muslim article as it is. This is exactly what they say in the video, so we will not miss anything. That is he who the Lord of Sirius, Shara, Surah An-Najm, verse number 49. The fact that the word Sirius or Shara in Arabic appears only in the 49th verse is particularly noteworthy, because based in blah 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 Sirius orbit, scientists discovered that it's actually a binary star. Therefore, Sirius actually is two stars known as Sirius as A and B. One feature of Sirius B is that it cannot be seen by telescope. The star Sirius system follow course toward one another in the shape of bow, and hang on the sky by approaching one another every 49.9 years. These scientific data have been unusually confirmed by astronomer, etc. department. Sorry, I have a dog here is saying hello to you guys. Department of University of Harvard, Ottawa, blah 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 blah. But what does it have to do with the Quran? Let us see. That it is he who is the Lord of Sirius, chapter of An-Najm, verse 49. Okay. He was two bow lengths away, even closer, Surah An-Najm, verse number 9. So now, as long as science discovered that those stars, both they gather together in a whatever, in a course of every 49.9. So now we have two things in the same chapter. Surah An-Najm, which means the star, verse 49, it says he is the Lord of Sirius. Okay, and then it says he was 2 ball length away or even closer. And read really carefully. The term kana be what is that? This is Arabic. I'm not able to read it. Sorry, this is a very funny Arabic. In the verse 9 of Surah An-Najm, translated 2 ball length away, even closer, maybe. And I love it when the science of Islam refer to maybe. Have you ever heard of religion based on maybe? I mean, this is science or this is maybe? Maybe reference to those 2 stars drawing closer to one another in their courses. Allah knows the truth. You see, this is disclaimer. Here the Muslim is saying to you, I am a liar and I'm going to make a disclaimer. Maybe it refers to the 2 stars. But if we go to the verse, we will find that this is a reference to Allah. The one who came down and he was so close, it is Allah, the Lord of Muhammad. This is not something else. Hold on, I have to open the door for the dog. You want to get out? All right, sorry guys. The enemy of Allah, he needed to get out. So looked like he could not handle, speaking about Allah in the Quran, so he decided to leave. If we go and read the verse here, the chapter of An-Najm, verse number 9, is it really speaking about a star? I mean, how shameful, or let's say people who have no shame, is those who spread this lie. This is about the God of Muhammad who came down. The Muslims, even some of them, they say it is Jibreel, but the Quran says it clearly, his Lord. It says even in front of us, in their own translation, it says he was 2 ball. I mean, have you ever heard of a star we call him he? In which language we call the star he? Abdul? When you translate Muslims to English, if this is about a star, shouldn't you say it was? Do you say to the star he? Nice to meet you, he star. Maybe this is Michael Jackson because he is a star too. I mean, who is the stupid here and who is the mad here is going to believe in such a lie? It is he. If we go right now in the front of your eyes, chapter of An-Najm, verse number 49 and verse number 9. Let us read together. Oh, buddy. All right. This is the chapter we are talking about, chapter 53, verse number 49. I'm going to click at the translation so nobody will say I am making. You can choose any translation you want. All right. And we will go back to verse number 9. This is verse number 9 in front of us. It says, by the star when it is set, and this is a mistake, nobody will accept it unless he is a Abdul, because the stars does not set. But the fact doesn't say set. It says the star when he failed. So Muhammad, he think that what we call meteor, he think they are falling stars. This is how stupid the God of Islam. So the first verse is a scientific error because there's no star fail. Farewell, fail in the earth. We're talking about stars. Muhammad, he is sitting in the earth. He sees stars falling down in the earth. Let's change the translation. Muhsin Khan. We go to verse number 1. Do you see? By the star when it goes down. Go down where? In Muhammad. Muhammad is the one who's making the Quran. Have you ever heard of a star going down? What do you mean going down? Going down where? If there is down and up in the universe. I mean, what is down and what is up? This is stupid. Down is for me if I am underneath of something. But the earth itself now is facing this direction. After 12 hours going to be facing other direction, which means what is down now is going to be up after 12 hours. So what is down and what is up? So by the star when it goes down, and what kind of God he makes such an oath by a star going down, and how he believed that the stars are going down. The stars are not going down. Stars doesn't go down, doesn't go up. What are you talking about? And then supposedly Muhammad here, he thinks this the what he see by eyes, those are stars failing, but those are meteor. But this is how ignorant Muhammad is, and he claimed that the one who speak here is Allah. Then the verses continue. It says, nor does he speak in his own desire. Supposedly this is about Muhammad. Muhammad is making verses here because for some time he stopped having verses, Quran, etc. So Muhammad, he told them, Allah told me I did not go astray and I did not do error simply, and I don't speak of my own desire. It is only revelation revealed. How revealed? Let's see how it's revealed. Here he continue, he says, while Jibril was in the highest part of the horizon, Tafsir ibn Kathir. By the way, nowhere in the verse it says Jibril. This is a big fat lie. This is a big fat lie. What is Jibril there? It says it clearly. If you go down, you will see. It says his Lord. Is Jibril the Lord of Muhammad? You Muslims, do you worship Jibril? If we go to the Arabic Quran, this is why I say to you, you cannot learn Islam from any Islamic translation, for it is nothing but a scam. If we go to the Quran in Arabic, وَالنَّجْمُ إِذَا هَوَى مَا ضَلَّ صَاحِبُكُمْ وَمَا غَوَى وَمَا يَنطِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَى إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَى عَلَّمَهُ شَدِيدُ الْقُوَى. The one who taught him is the Almighty with strength. ذُو مُرَّةٍ إِذَا اسْتَوَى. Let's go down. وَهُوَ بِالْأُفُقِ الْأَعْلَى ثُمَّ دَنَا فَتَدَلَّى. And then it says, فَكَانَ قَابَ قَوْسَيْنِ أَوْ أَدْنَى فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى. فَأَوْحَى إِلَى what? إِلَى عَبْدِهِ مَا أَوْحَى. Verse number 10. You see, they quote for you verse 9, but they will not tell you what verse 10 says, because verse 10 is going to expose them and get them busted. If this is about verse 9, if it's about they became two bow in distance, and this is about the two stars, but this is about the Lord who is coming to Muhammad, who came so close and he was almost to bow. And it says here, فَأَوْحَى إِلَى عَبْدِهِ. And then he inspired Muhammad. What he inspired is the star who inspired Muhammad. Is the star is the Lord of Muhammad. If we change the translation, look how the translation changed. Let us go to the scam of Yusuf Ali, because all of them, they are scammers anyway. If we go on Yusuf Ali, read. And it was at distance. Then he approached and came closer. He, have you ever a star? He, and approach who? Approach Muhammad. Are you Muslims saying that the star Sirius approached Muhammad and he was a distance of two bows from him? And it was at a distance of two bow length or even nearer. So did Allah convey his inspiration to his servant? First of all, it doesn't say so Allah. It doesn't say that. It says, and he did convey, sorry, to his slave, to his servant, to his slave, his revelation. And look how the Muslims, they made from something about supposedly what it's called Allah. In the Muslim interpretations, they say this is Jibril came down. Suddenly Jibril or Allah, doesn't matter, became the star Sirius. And then they says, okay, here it says a distance of two bow, and this is verse number 9. If we go to verse number 49, this is the chapter speaking about Ashura, the star Sirius. So here we go, we have 49, we have 9, and this is exactly what science says. And this is why here in the claim, the Muslim, they say, it may be. I like it when the Muslims, they say it may be. And by the way, the one who said that, the one who come with those scientific theory, he's right now in jail. His name is Harun Yahya, and he was arrested by Erdogan. I'm drinking coffee if somebody wants some, you know. Thank you, Lord. I'm able to drink coffee. For some time, I was not able. Maybe Allah was trying to stop me from drinking coffee, but He could not. So maybe it refers to those two stars drawing closer one to another. But this it's not about two objects. It's about the Lord of Muhammad, and the Muslim, they say it is Jibreel, and he is getting closer to Muhammad, and then he conveyed to him his inspiration. The star became the god of Muhammad. The star series appear in the surah called An-Najm, meaning the star. The stars comprising series approach one another. Where it says there's two stars in the verse, and there it says Rabbu Ishara. And you know, if we go to the interpretation for this verse, by the way, it shows that Muhammad is nothing but a pagan man, because this verse, and I want to say thank you for the Muslim formation in this. If we go to chapter 53, verse number 49, you will see that this is about Muhammad approving the pagan, saying that my God is the same as your God. He is the God of Ashara. Ashara, this is why one of the names of Muhammad, they used to call him Abu Shara. Honestly. So he was called by that name because simply his God was Ashara. So he was telling them, my God is the same as your God, is the God of Ashara. If we go to the interpretation, let us go. Let's show you, I'm not making things up. Chapter 53, verse number 49. We go to Tafsir. And as you see, this is the Muslim interpretation. I have nothing to do with it. You know, don't blame me for the stupidity there. By the way, there's a Muslim, Abdul. He said, you know, a Christian prince, he have the authority of to know about Islam, but yet he do not know that Adha does not come after Ramadan. Abdul, Adha is an action, is not a day. And because you make it in a certain day, it's called the day of Al-Adha. And in fact, Ramadan, you Muslims, you slaughter in Ramadan and the end of Ramadan more than you slaughter what you call Adha by your own standard. So you do Adha twice in your holiday, you idiot. Adha at the end of Ramadan and Adha at the end of what you called the big Eid, the day of Abraham, which you are trying to copy from the Jews. And here you're doing this. And that it is he, is the Lord of Sirius. This is a star laying beyond consultation of a chimney which was worshipped in the time of the pagan people. They used to worship the star, the Lord of this star. So Muhammad, he is saying to them, my God is your God. He is the Lord of Sirius. Those people, they worship that God by looking at Sirius because he's a shiny star. But you see here, there's nowhere mentioning that there's two stars. It's called Sirius. It's mentioned only one, because this is what people can see by the naked eye. And this is what the Arabs saw, and this is what they worship. And Muhammad himself, he worshiped with them, and he himself, he was called by that name. If we try to go to some interpretation in Arabic, actually, let us see some other English translation before we go anywhere. And it is he who is the Lord of Sirius, which was worshipped by Khuza'a, the tribe of Khuza'a. All right. If we go to the Arabic interpretation, we will see that interpretation getting bigger. Look how small here in English. You see, in English translation for interpretation, the interpretation shrink. It's like it loses 90% of its weight, sometimes even 95, sometimes even 99. So if you go now in Arabic to read interpretation for the same verse, we go to Arabic and we choose At-Tabari. Let us see what At-Tabari will say. Here we go. All right. Now there's 3 pages here. You see, in the English it is 1 page. It's and look why they call it here. They call it Kawkab, which means a planet. And then he says, from it says that this is the Kawkab which is beyond what it's called Al-Jawza. I don't know how to translate Al-Jawza. Guys, are you losing are you losing the screen from your side? I hope the internet will be good. And they used to worship him. All right. قال كان يعبد في الجاهلية. All right. So All what Muhammad is saying in this verse have nothing to do with the Muslims claiming. Those are the Arab, they worship this star. Muhammad saying to them, my God is the same as your God. He is the Lord of Sirius, or Lord of Ashara. Same time, this is one of the names he used to be called by. You know, people, they give him titles. Uh, if you read, like, there is more and more interpretation here, but it's the same. All of them, they are saying the same. You know, people, they worship him, blah blah blah, etc. You know, there is endless interpretation for this verse, but you will not find any Muslim ever come to interpretation that this is scientifically verse about science, and nowhere it says it's mentioned or speak about two stars. It's only one star. It's called Ashara, and this star is worshipped. And Muhammad is saying to them, he is claiming that the Lord of the Shara, he came down and he spoke to him by inspiration. He conveyed to him all the inspiration by coming down. Now, as we know, Aisha, she said that no one saw Allah, and whoever saw the Prophet saw Allah, saw his Lord, he is a liar. You can search this hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari. But the verses in the Quran say clearly that this must be his God. Why? Because if you read with me here carefully, if we go down to verse number 9 and after, you see, even the Muslims here in the translation, they put between two brackets. So did Allah convey the inspiration to his servant? So let us take it for like a little slower than before. If this is the star series as the Muslims claim, what the star series have to do with coming down to Muhammad to convey inspiration? Because you see, the Muslims in their video, they say to you, and it was a distance of two bow length or even nearer, but this is a distance from Muhammad, not a distance from each other, two stars. If we go and check in the interpretation, the same chapter, the same verse, let us go there. Let us go there and see. Chapter 53, verse number 9. Let's go to Ibn Kathir. In Ibn Kathir, we will find some answers. Whatever the Muslims say, I'm not going to say this is not a true. You know, let us see if this is true or not. They will expose each other. Okay, this is 53. All right, here we go. Okay. He is mighty in power. He is Jibreel, peace upon him. So in the video, they made the one who came down or getting close is two stars. In the interpretation, it is Jibreel. So based on this, if we merge the video Muslims they made about the scientific miracle, and we merge the interpretation of the Muslim scholars, that will make us believe that Jibreel was a star. And his name is Sirius. This is the world most honorable messenger, honor, power with Allah. I mean, have you ever heard of a prophet, his God, he say this is the most powerful, honorable messenger? He remind me like when somebody apply for a job, they ask him to bring a recommendation. So what Muhammad he do? He go home and he write recommendation by his hand, and he says, I am recommended by Allah. I am the most honorable messenger. And why you are honorable? Muhammad is honorable to the point he went to his own son house and he flirted with his own son wife, and then he slept with her. He is honorable to the point he have sex with a child. He is honorable to the point he kidnapped people from their houses and he raped their women. He is honorable to the point he was fighting with the Muslims and the Muslims accuse him of stealing underwear. He is honorable to the point that they accuse him not to be the son of his father because his mother, she gave birth to him 4 years after his father's death. I mean, I don't know how much honorable he is, but obviously he is so much honorable. And all of this, he is the trustworthy. There in the verse it says, Dhu Murrah. Dhu Murrah. What does that mean? Meaning he is mighty in power. Look like in Islam, Sirius is more mighty than Allah. All right. According to Mujahid, Hassan, in authentic hadith, remember with me, this is authentic hadith. Later, the Muslim, they say it's weak. Uh, let us read. While he was in the highest part of the horizon, Abdul, in the horizon, the star series was in the horizon. I mean, do you know how far the horizon? What horizon? Meaning Jibreel rose to the highest part of the horizon, according to Ikrama and several others. Ikrama said the highest horizon where morning comes from. Mujahid said it is the place of sunrise. Qatada said that is which day comes. What a comedy show. All right. Imam Ahmad recorded that Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said the Messenger of Allah saw Jibreel in his original shape having 600 wings. Here we go. So now we discover that this star series have 600 wings. I'm not going to ask Muhammad how he was able to count the wings. I mean, the guy, he appeared in the sky for maybe a second or two. Muhammad, he was able to count his wings, 600. Okay. This is me and Jibreel. He have 300 wings in the left side and 300 wings in the right side. But how Jibreel, who is an angel with 600 wings, in the science of Islam today became a star? His name is Sirius, and this is about two stars coming together. Any Muslim have an explanation? I will tell you how. Because Islam is a bankrupt religion. And this is why we make articles and we make a disclaimer saying maybe it may be a reference to those two stars drawing closer to one to another in their courses. Da, 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 da. I mean, this is amazing. This is so beautiful. I don't know how many of you is convinced now that Islam is full of science and Muslims are trustworthy to listen to them and to believe in their articles and their videos. If you watch this video, guys, you will think it's made by NASA. I mean, look, 49.9. I mean, this is amazing. This is science. This is a pure science. Are you kidding me? You know, I want to say to the Muslims who come with this idea about those miracles, I want to say here, it may be that you are a donkey who think we are donkeys like you. Do we? Are we? It's obviously speaking about either Allah or the angel Jibreel who came down. And all the Muslims in the world teach that in their schools. So why in videos they provide such a lie and spread it around when they themselves don't believe in it? If you read the comments about those videos, you will not believe how much Muslims praising Allah for this scientific miracle, brother. And look what I wrote for them. I say to them, stupid video, watch my video and love. False Quran explanation. Here, a guy, his name is Raja Zubair, he said, then which in the favor of your Lord will you deny? I mean, how you can deny the science? How can you? Huh? How dare you? See, the Muslims, they are like, wow, how you can deny the science? Can you deny the science? Is it clear like the bright sun? Let us see. A guy here is answering somebody. He said, a lot of taken from the Bible. Haha. Excuse me, but which Bible? There is 4 different Bibles. I like it when a Muslim he make a comment. Supposedly, this guy he squeezed himself and he come with this comment. Abdul, according to your prophet, there is 7 Quran. So according to which Quran you are answering me? We have 4 Bibles by 4 writers, but this will not make them, not acceptable because those Bibles are in match with each other. When I am, let us say I am right now speaking to many. I don't know how many people watching the video right now. And then every one of them, he made a summary or he tell people what Christian Prince he said in this video. Every one of them heard the same word exactly as I said, but every writer he have his own way of writing and he have his own way in delivery. So all of them, they are reporting the same story, in their own way. And we believe as a Christian that those Christians, those apostles, they've been blessed by God to be able to write and deliver the messages. In the case of Muslims, when the Muslim, they say to us, we have a Quran. Which Quran you have? Even the Quran, the most popular Quran exists between Muslims, which Muslims receive for free from Saudi Arabia, from the money of the oil. It is not even the Quran of Uthman. This is the Quran of Hafs. Actually, if we go right now, I made a post before. You can go. Let me see if I can find it for you. You can go to my page in Patreon, and you will find a post. I made it there, an image for the first page in the Quran, which page number A. This is at the end, not in the beginning. It's page number A in Arabic. It says that this Quran is according to. As long it's according to. Now, which Quran you are talking about? Hafs, the one who is according to, is a person came long after Muhammad, more than 200 years after Muhammad, and he don't have even a book. All of this is according to, which means you don't have a transcript. You see, if you have a book, a transcript, you do not to say according to. So we have a book according to John. You have a book according to who? Let me tell you according to who. According to Hafs, according to Asim, according to Abu Salma, according blah blah blah, according to Muhammad. But Hafs never saw Muhammad. Asim never saw Muhammad. The one after him never met Muhammad. So we have generations after generation never met Muhammad, and all of this is nothing but recitation of the Quran. So you don't have a Quran. Same time Muhammad. If you go in the hadith, actually, by the way, I have a guest is coming. Many of you will be surprised when you hear his voice. I think he is already here. Hey, buddy. Come on. Come on. All right, guys. I have two dear guests, and I will let them speak to you when they arrive, when they get in. As you know, I am traveling right now. I am in a different country, and in a second you will know where I am. The dog is welcoming them. Excuse me. Hey, buddy. Hey. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
The guys are hearing us now.
The voice.
Anyone can guess who is with me here? Anyone speak? Say something.
Hello guys, here's Amir from Ex-Muslime Klären auf TV. You know me?
From Germany.
From Germany.
Yeah, so this is Amir. I'm not going to stay with you for long, but let us do this like just as a we go back to the topic, which is kind of funny. You missed a lot. We were talking about the miracle of the 2 stars series.
Okay.
Yeah, Amir, this is the first time you see me, and he's wondering, like, this guy, why he look like this?
I never thought that you look like this. Okay.
Yeah, he thought I look like Muhammad, but obviously I don't.
I get it.
All right. In the, if you remember, Muhammad, he said, I received the Quran in 7 letters. 7 letters, which means we have 7 Quran. Now, the Muslims, they keep saying to us, we have 1 Quran. I say to them, where is the Quran of Muhammad? Nobody can give us an answer. And as you know, Muhammad himself, he said that my people they are not capable of handling the Quran unless it is 7. And as you see, it's in the front of you, the hadith. All right? You can read the hadith and you can love yourself. He said, my people would not be able. So my people will not what? Will not be able to understand the Quran, to handle the Quran. So you Muslim, you say to us, we have 1 Quran. When your Prophet himself says, my people are not capable of doing it unless it is 7. So where is the 7? In the 7-11 maybe, right? So I want to say, guys, I'm not going to stay long because I have guests here waiting for me. They are coming from far away, from Thailand, you know.
From Thailand, yes, from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, so and actually one of them he have a long beard. He's scared. I thought I am the terrorist. Look like he is the terrorist, not me. Imagine his beard is longer than me. Actually, I have no beard no more. Anyway, so guys, I want to say thank you. I want to sit with those wonderful guys who came to see me, and we will try maybe to do podcasts, maybe me and Amir and his brother here, maybe tomorrow or whatever time they have, so we can share a good time together. I want to say thank you guys for being here, and may the Lord bless you. And until we see you again soon, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. I mean to that. I'll see you soon again. Bye bye. Take care.